Welcome back to Raw Sports Talk. I'm Chris, your favorite stat reader, and we have the Bucks hosting the Pelicans, and the Bucks are 15-point home favorites. The over/under is at 221.5. The Pelicans are plus 700 on the money line, and the Bucks are minus 1100. Now, these are the overnight odds. They're going to change the closer we get to tip-off tomorrow. I understand that there's absolutely no value in betting the Bucks on the money line, so if I say that I would take them on the money line, it just means I think they're going to win. The Pelicans, the Hornets, the Jazz, and the Wizards, in my opinion, are not going to try to win any more games as the season closes out because everyone's trying to get that ping pong ball to bounce their way to draft Cooper Flag. These teams have played each other once this season, and the Bucks beat the Pelicans 111-107. Now, lineups for tomorrow's game are supposed to be: for the Pelicans, Alvarado, Brown, Reeves, Brooks, and Missy. Alvarado, Brown, and Missy are all listed as questionable. And then for the Bucks, Rollins, Prince, Kuzma, Giannis, and Lopez. Giannis is listed as questionable. Now, the deadline for NBA teams to confirm their lineups is 30 minutes before the game. So we'll find out then. Head-to-head, the Bucks are 7-3 against the Pelicans in their last 10. The home team is 7-3. The underdog has covered the last two. The favorite is 5-5 against the spread. The favorite is 7-3 on the money line. The over is 7-2-1, and the over at 221.5 is 8-2. The Pelicans are 3-7 in their last 10, 6-2-2 against the spread. The over is 5-4-1. They've been covering as of late. It's just because they've been, teams are playing down to them. Let's just put it that way. There was a total of 212, 232, 218, and then 233. A 16-point loss to the Clippers, they covered. A 16-point loss to the Lakers, they pushed. Then a 4-point loss to the Bucks, they covered. And a 5-point loss to the Nets, they didn't cover. For the Bucks, 6-4 in their last 10, 7-3 against the spread. The over is 6-3-1. And they've won their last 5 games that they've played, covering 4 out of the last 5. The game that they didn't cover was the game that they played the Pelicans. There was a total of 239, 236, 218, and then 213. 13-point win over the Sixers, 6-point win over the Heat, then a 4-point win over the Pelicans. That was the game they didn't cover. Those 3 games were on the road, and then they beat the T-Wolves by 7, and they covered. They were an underdog. I do think that they're going to win. I just don't think that they're going to cover. It's just a matter of how many points the Pelicans are actually going to score, and they've been scoring. It went from them not scoring 100 to them scoring 100. I'm going to take the Bucks on the money line. I'll take the Pelicans getting the points. The over/under does seem low, but really the Bucks haven't been blowing anyone away either, and the fact that there's no Lillard. So I'm going to lean under. These are just my picks. If you disagree, please go with your gut, and please bet responsibly.